Okay, so let's have now the discussion about the factoring by grouping. So, alam naman natin pag nagfa-factor tayo, 'di ba? Sometimes we get the square roots, 'di ba? Cube root or yung GCF, 'di ba? Those are the things that we need to factor the terms on the given polynomials. So, today, ang gagawin naman natin is to group them para ma-factored natin yung given. Kasi dito, apat na. Our example number 1 is m squared minus 4m plus mn minus 4n. So, this is just the given. So, all you have to do is to uh, put a parenthesis on each two terms. So, tag dalawang terms sa isang parenthesis. So, ganito lang yung makukuha natin. After nun, after ng parenthesis, get the GCF. So, kunin natin yung GCF nito. GCF is kung ano yung variable. So, copyhin natin yung variable. And kung ano yung pinakamababang exponent. So, dalawa lang naman yung exponent dito. 2 and 1. Ano mas mababa? 1. Therefore, 1 lang yung sa greatest common factor natin. For the number, kapag walang number yung isang term, wala kayong ilalagay sa greatest common factor. Again, uulitin ko pag walang number yung isang term, hindi nyo kukunin na yung greatest common factor for a number. Yung sa variable na lang, which is m. So, after that, open parenthesis naman, and then, di-divide na natin yung first two terms natin dun sa GCF na nakuha natin. So, paano magdi-divide? Pag parehas ng variable, cancel. Pag parehas ng variable tsaka ng exponent, kaka-cancel. Pero, for this one, m squared tsaka m to eh. So, ang gagawin naman natin dito is to subtract the exponent. So, copy yung variable na m, then subtract the exponent. 2 minus 1 is 1. Diba pag 1, automatic, invisible na lang siya. Automatic, may 1 na to. So, hindi ko nalalagyan ng 1. Next is the negative 4m divided by m. Divide lagi negative 4m divided by m. So, sabi ko nga pag parehas ng variable, parehas ng exponent, which is 1, and that is canceled, and then copy the number, which is 4. Pag walang number dito. So, that is the factored form of m squared minus 4m. Next, dito naman tayo sa kabilang side. So, the factor or the greatest common factor is the same variable. So, same variable, ano yung parehas nila? That is n and n. So, lalagay ko lang si n dito, which is positive n. And then, divide lang ulit. So, mn divided by n, pag parehas ng variable, cancel, and then, i-copy yung matitirang letter. Diba sabi ko nga, tanggalin yung parehas dun. So, tinanggal yung n, natira si m. So, dito naman, ganun din. Tanggalin nyo lang yung parehas dun sa greatest common factor natin, which is n. So, tanggalin si n, natira si negative 4. So, that is the factored form of mn minus 4n. Now, so dun na tayo sa final answer. So, paano natin makukuha yung final answer? The final answer is yung parehas or yung nasa loob ng parenthesis. So, which is m minus 4. Parehas naman yan. Lagay natin siya as m minus 4 here. And then, yung greatest common factor ng bawat factored form. So, m, and then yung positive n. And that is the final answer for example number 1. Okay, so for this one, di ba, by group ulit. So, we have the example number 2, which is 5w squared minus 10w plus 3wz minus 6z. Okay? So, grouping muna, lagyan ng open and close parenthesis. After that, get the greatest common factor of each two terms. So, dito muna tayo. So, since parehas silang may number, get the greatest common factor of 5 and 10. So, the greatest common factor of 5 and 10 is 5. That's why we have number 5 here. Unlike yung kanina, wala kasing number yung kabilang term, yung first term. So, you don't need to get a number for that. So, since dito pareha silang may number, you have to get the greatest common factor of the two numbers, which is 5. And then, for the variable, copy the variable first. Yung parehas lang dapat, yung parehas na meron sila, which is w, and then, yung pinakamababang exponent, which is 1. That's why we have the greatest common factor of 5w here. After that, divide na natin doon. Para mas madali yung divide, sabi ko nga sa inyo, cancel yung same number. So, wala na yung 5. And then sa variable, pag magkaiba ng exponent, copy the variable, subtract the exponent. So, 2 minus 1, that is 1. That's why we have W here. And then next, dito naman, again, divide the numbers kasi magkaiba. 10 divided by 5, that is 2. And then since parehas ng variable, parehas ng exponent na may 1, cancel na natin yon. Basta parehas ng variable, parehas ng number, ay ng exponent. So, that is 2. 10W divided by 5W, that is 2. And then, next is plus. And then, the greatest common factor of the last two terms. So, ano yung greatest common factor? Parehas ulit silang may number. So, the greatest common factor of 6 and 3 or kung ano yung pinakamalaking number na pwede na nating i-divide by 3 at pwede rin sa 6 and that is 3. How about the variable? Ano yung may parehas sila? That is z. And then, exponent is parehas naman na 1. Therefore, 1 lang din yung exponent ng greatest common factor natin dito. So, next is division na ulit. So, ganun lang ulit. Kapag parehas ng number, cancel. So, kakancel natin dito yung 3z. Tanggalin ko si 3, tatanggalin ko si z. Ang matitira is yung w. That's why we have w here. And then this one, magkaiba ng number. So, divide natin. 6 divided by 3, that is negative 2 kasi negative yun nandito. And then, parehas ng variable, parehas din ng exponent, cancel out. That's why we have w minus 2. And then, lagay na natin as final answer. Combine na natin. Pagsamahin yung parehas, which is yung nasa loob ng parenthesis, which is w minus 2. And then, yung greatest common factor nila, which is 5w plus 3z. And that is the final answer. Okay, so let's have example number 3. We have 12a cubed minus 9a squared plus 20a minus 15. So again, group them. After grouping, get the GCF, which is the GCF of 12 and 9 is 3. Again, ano ulit yung GCF? Pinakamalaking number na pwede nating i-divide by both given. Okay? So, next is for the variable. Copy ulit yung variable. Pareha silang may A. So, lagay natin yung A dito. And then, copy the lowest or the least exponent, the smallest exponent. So, we have 2. So, copyan natin yung 2 dito as the GCF. So, this is our GCF for the first two terms. After that, divide ulit yung kaninang pinakita ko sa inyo. So, 12 divided by 3, that is 4. Then, a cubed divided by a squared, copy the variable kasi parehas at magkaiba ng exponent. So, 3 minus 2, that is 1. That's why we only have 4a. Then, negative 9 divided by 3, 3, 6, 9. That's why we have 3 here. And then, for the variable, parehas ng variable, parehas ng exponent. Therefore, cancel na sila. That's why we have 3a squared times 4a minus 3 for these two terms. So, next tayo. Next, this one. The greatest common factor again of 20 and 15. That is 5. So, ilang? So, we have now to divide. So, 20 divided by 5, that is 4. And then, copy yung a kasi walang a dito. Okay? Pag walang variable dito, kakopyahin lang yan. And then, negative 15 divided by 5, that is negative 3. That's why we have now copy 4a minus 3. And then, 3a squared. And then, positive 5.